What's up guys, Daniel here. Got another Wyatt Flores lesson for you. This one is called When I Die. It's in standard tuning with a capo on the 2nd fret, and I love this song. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start out with the intro. Sounds like this. Alright, so for the intro, the only chord shape we're really using is a C chord. That's 3rd fret A, 2nd fret D, open G, 1st fret B. And what we're going to do is pluck A, D, B, G, D, B to start. After that, what you're going to do is pluck A, D, B. Then you're going to pluck D and hammer on with your pinky to the 3rd fret. And then G, B. So the second part goes. And we're going to repeat that picking pattern in total 3 times. So I'll play it a little bit slower. And then regular speed. So like I said, 3 times. On the 4th time, we're going to take out that second portion. So we're going to start out the same way. And then you're just going to go back to the 3rd fret A, pluck, and let it ring out. So all together, a little bit slower. And regular speed. So that's how you're going to play the intro. The next part up is the verse, and I'm going to show you 2 ways to play this. One that's picked like the intro, another that's strummed. So we're going to start out with the picked version, and it's going to sound like this. When I die, and they lay me down, I hope they drop the casket and my body rolls on out. When they scoop me up, put me back in, hope it's on the side, sound like I sleep in my bed. And then you get into the chorus. So the first part of the intro, we're going to start with the C chord, and we're essentially going to play what we did in the intro, but we're going to cut out the hammer on the second portion. So the first half, we're going to play exactly like we did in the intro. But the second time, what you're going to do is just repeat that first portion 2 times. So A, D, B, G, D, B. 2 times. So altogether the first line goes. Now we're going to move to an A minor chord to start the second line. That's going to be open A, 2nd fret D and G, 1st fret B. We're going to follow a similar picking pattern to what we just did at the end of that C chord. So we're going to go A, D, B, G, D, B. Now we're going to switch to a variation of an F chord. So what you want to do is put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, your middle finger 2nd fret G, and keep your index finger on the 1st fret of the B string. We're going to pluck this one, again, similarly. We're going to go D, G, B, G, D, B. So from A minor to the F. And now we're going to go back to C and play it just like we did at the end of the first line. So now the second line all together. And the third line is played exactly like the first. Now when we get to the 4th line, we're going to play it just like the second, but we're going to end the C chord with a strumming pattern. So it's going to go A minor, F, C. But you're only going to play C 1 time with the picked version, and then you're going to start strumming, and it's going to go down, down, up, up, down, up. So C all together will go. So now the fourth line all together. And then you get into the chorus. So now I'll play the verse all together a little bit slower. And now one more time at regular speed. When I die and they lay me down, I hope they drop the casket and my body rolls on out. When they scoop me up, put me back in, I hope it's on my side. It's how I like to sleep in my bed. And then we get into the chorus. Now, if that picking pattern is too difficult for you, you can try this strummed version. We're still going to use all the same chords. So the first line, we're going to start with the C. What we're going to do is strum down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up. And then we're going to switch to this version of F. We got 3rd fret A, 3rd fret D, 2nd fret G, 1st fret B. And this one, we're just going to strum down, down, up. So it's a transition chord. So from C to F. We're going to go back to C, and we're going to do the same strumming pattern we did originally 2 times. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So all together, the first line will go. The second line, we're going to keep that down, down, up, down, up strumming pattern for each chord. So we're going to start with A minor. Go to that variation of F I just showed you. And then we're going to play C 2 times. So the second line is going to go. And you're just going to repeat those 2 chord progressions throughout the second verse. So the second verse will sound like this. Cut me in half, seems cost a lot. Let my family split the bill, put me in a 2-door box. Some plants and flowers, and then 20 square feet. It'll look like my album cover, that'd be pretty damn sweet. When I'm in the ground, if I hear you talking shit, I hope I get the chance to be a ghost and scare your kids. And then you get into the chorus. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to play the chorus. We're going to be using the same chords we have been, but we're going to switch up the strumming pattern and the chord progressions. So it's going to sound like this. No, no, don't you cry. Life is worth living while I didn't I? Only get so much time, so don't focus on the wrongs I never got right. I hope it's on my mind when I die. So for the first line of the chorus, we're going to start with an A minor, but like I said, we're going to switch up the strumming pattern. If you watch my Welcome to the Plains lesson, it follows that structure. So we're going to do A minor, and the strumming pattern is going to be down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now if that's too difficult for the timing, you can just continue doing down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. But A minor, we're going to play twice like that. And then we're going to switch to a C chord and do the same strumming pattern, but we're only going to do it once. Now we're going to repeat that progression 2 times. So all together. just before we get to the interlude, we're going to switch it up and add a G chord. That's going to be 3rd fret low E, 2nd fret A, 3rd fret high E, the rest are open. Going to continue the same strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then we're going to switch to a full-on F bar chord, or you can do the other versions I showed you earlier. But if you want to use the bar chord, bar the 1st fret of all the strings, got 3rd fret A and D, 2nd fret G. This one we're going to strum down, down, up, down, and then you're going to mute the strings. To do that, you just put your palm right back on top of the strings over here, or you can just stop applying pressure on your fretting hand. So again. So from G to F. Alright, so now I'll play the chorus all together a little bit slower. And one more time at regular speed. And no, no, don't you cry. Life is worth living while I didn't I? I can only get so much time, so don't focus on the wrongs I never got right. I hope it's you who's on my mind when I die. And that interlude portion just before you get to the next part is just what we played in the intro. So that's how you play the chorus. Next part up is the bridge, and honestly I'm not 100% on this one, so take it with a grain of salt, but it's kind of a combination of what we did when we strummed the verse. It's gonna sound like this. So again, kind of a combination between the strummed verse and the chorus. We're going to start with the C chord and start it out by strumming down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Switch to F, down, down, up. So again, very familiar. Go back to C, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So that's the strumming pattern from the chorus. So that first portion. Now we're going to move to an A minor chord and play it just like we did in the chorus 2 times. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now we're going to go to G and play it the same way, but 1 time. And then switch to an F chord again 1 time, and we'll do the full strumming pattern. So. And then you get to the next portion of the song. So all together again, 1 more time. So that's how you play the bridge. Alright, there are only 2 more parts I want to show you. The first one is right after the bridge. He starts doing that intro verse picking pattern again, and he says, when I die, I'm the one who paid the price, 'cause you're moving on while I'm in the afterlife. So he plays the same thing he did in the intro and kind of the verse, but at the end you're just going to strum the C chord when he says afterlife. So that's the only difference there. The next part up is the last chorus. And this one, he starts out with just a single down strum before getting into the full-on pattern, and he ends it with an extra G and an F chord. So it's gonna sound like this. No, no, don't you cry. Life is worth living while I didn't I? I can only get so much time, so don't focus on the wrongs I never got right. There's one thing I'm scared to leave behind. It's you laying right there by my side when I die. So again, you're going to start out the chorus with a single down strum. We're still going to use A minor. And he's going to start strumming A minor and lead into C when he says, well, I did it, didn't I? So it goes, oh no, don't you cry. Life is worth living, well, I did it, didn't I? So he starts strumming that A minor where he says, did it, didn't I? And the strumming pattern is down, 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 up, down, up. And then you're going to switch to C and you're going to keep strumming it the way we did before. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. The next line is played just like normal. I can only get so much time, so don't focus on the wrongs I never got right. Now we're going to switch to G and do F, but we're going to strum them both out completely. If there's one thing I'm scared to leave behind. Now we're going to repeat G the same way, but we're going to strum F like we ended the chorus. So it goes G, it's you laying right there by my side when I die. So that F chord, it just goes down, down, up, down, with the mute. And then you get to the... And that's how you're going to play the last chorus. And that's it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you want to check out the tabs, they're available on my website for free. Link is in the description. I've got a ton of other Wyatt Flores tabs on there as well, plus a bunch of tutorials here on my channel. Go ahead and leave a request for a song you would like to learn in the comments below. Please put requests somewhere in there. Makes it easier for me to find and make sure I don't miss it. And before I go, I want to give a huge shout out. My last video, I was super excited because I got 4 new channel members, and that just blew my mind because it all happened in one day. And I got a ton more today, and that just, again, blew my mind. I couldn't stop myself from smiling. So I want to give a huge shout out, and I've got a list here. Thank you so much, Caleb, Hunter, Alex, Joel, Ethan, and Jordan for becoming my channel member. I sincerely appreciate it. I can't thank you enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Alright guys, that's all for now. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.